Hi everyone, this is Phil Arias here with my first ever YouTube video. I guess not my first video uploaded. I've got a lot of live streams and a lot of content for like Hades interactions and introductions for the game. So this will be my first recorded specifically to turn into a YouTube video. And I thought, since I've got so much Hades content on my channel, why not start with something kind of typical, a tier list. The only difference is I'm a romantic asexual, so I'm ace. So this will kind of be like an ace version of Smash or Pass. So instead of having like definitely Smash and stuff like that, we have share a bathroom. That means I would live with this person long term. Snuggle, definitely overnight, like weekly stays, short term, a relationship sort of status. Cuddle is like they're over, why not get on the couch, have a cup of hot chocolate and blankets and stuff like that, watch something fun. Just friends, we'd play board games together and hang out and go to movies and stuff. Acquaintances, I wouldn't go out of my way to hang out with them, but I wouldn't mind being around them. No, I would prefer not being around them, but I would tolerate it. Hell no, keep them away from me. Into a volcano, keep them further away from me, and hopefully, like, they don't exist in my presence. I wouldn't insult the volcano this way. I would like to shoot them into space, basically. They need to not be on the same planet, not be in the same universe, or any of that sort of stuff. So, those are our Smash or Pass list. And I guess we'll start out with the hero himself, the greatest warrior in all of Greece, Achilles. Now, I don't know a whole bunch about the ancient, like, actual legends that Homer talked about or any of the other Greek authors and storytellers. But in this game, he's hot. Even I know, like, he's hot. I would definitely use those titties as a pillow. It would be a sin not to. And I would run my fingers through his hair and it would be wonderful. He seems like he would be a good roommate. Yes, share a bathroom. He doesn't seem like he'd be too caught up with his own, like, bullcrap and stuff and would actually help out around the house. Alecto. No. She insults me way too much and is definitely not my type. She is very, like, spiky and pokey and... Okay, she kind of leans into my type, but no. I'm sorry, Alecto. No. Aphrodite, the goddess of love. For those of you who recognize that, you're in a safe space, trust me. It's okay here. And I'm dating myself by doing that. Let's see. Where shall we put Aphrodite? Snuggle. Definitely snuggle, because it would be a great short-term thing. But she is very... I'm pretty sure she'd end up cheating on me. That's why not, like, a share a bathroom, live with, have a long-term relationship with her. I'm pretty sure she would want something a little less monogamous. Which, props to you. Props to those that do that. It's not hugely my thing. I mean, I might consider it at some point. But for this list, we are not going with that as a general consensus. But she would be amazing to just, like, be in bed and just snuggle with. And her hair, I would want to braid her hair. It's gorgeous. And it would be so wonderful. She would also have a lot of beauty products that I just don't have room for. I really don't have the room in my house or bathroom for her to live with me. Okay, Ares. Ares. Oh, he is a mess. His voice in the game, though, it can do things. It is so good. Even when he's pissed off at me when I don't choose him for the god choice, when you're given like 2 boons and you have to choose between the 2 gods and one of them you end up pissing off. Even when I piss him off, it's kind of amusing. It's like, yes, daddy. So on to Artemis. Share a bathroom. I would love to have Artemis live with me. 1, because she's an animal girl. 2, there would be absolutely no pressure from her to do more in the relationship. It would be fun to learn archery from her. She seems like she'd be really supportive, and the fact that I do not identify as a man, she would be completely for that. She is so wonderful in the game. She has some of the best boons, some of the best abilities, especially when paired with like other abilities. I mean, yes. I love her. So, Asterius. I'm sorry, but you're kind of a package deal, so I can only put you in cuddle. Cuz I only like half of the package. Asterius being the first half, the other half is later on the list. For those of you who know, you know. But he is so polite, so kind. He's a sweetheart. Like, every time I try to fight him, he is always honorable and he always is like very polite and stuff. Granted, he does call me short one. I mean, compared to him, I am. So, not entirely undeserved. Definitely cuddle with him. Athena. Ooh, cuddle. Now, this isn't because I wouldn't want more. This is because Athena would not be able to put up with my bullshit. She would not be able to put up with how cluttered I am, how much stuff I have laying around the house. I don't always get my laundry into the laundry basket when it's dirty until I actually do my laundry. I would probably annoy her to the point where she could only stand me for a couple of hours at a time. But she's still mommy, so. Oof, Athena. Boldy! I love Boldy. We would just be acquaintances, though. I would like to put him higher than her. However Boldy identifies, I would like to put them higher, but their conversation skills are a little lacking. They are pleasant to be around, though. So, acquaintances. Definitely acquaintances. The broker. Just no. Doesn't seem like he'd be a fun character to hang out with or like to go get drinks with or anything like that. So, no. Cerberus is best boy. Even if I have to clean up after him, he is best boy. I would live with him. He would be my dog. I would give him pets every day. I have a dog. I give him pets every day. Cerberus would, all 3 heads would end up getting pets. I would be very, like, upset at the fact that I probably would lose track of which heads I've given pets to, which is a valid concern because all the heads deserve all the pets. If you do not pet Cerberus every time you return to the House of Hades, you are playing the game wrong. Because Cerberus deserves it. Okay? He is the bestest boy. Even if the interactions are different, even if they don't always say different things, he is the goodest boy and he deserves the pets. Okay, Chaos. They are so interesting. How would I rate them? I think probably just a no, because talking to them would be interesting. So I wouldn't necessarily want to do it a lot. And I definitely wouldn't want to do it often. But just getting to talk to the embodiment of chaos itself, that wouldn't be too bad. Charon! Just friends. He would be an acquaintances, but he has a little bit more communication skills than Boldy does. So just friends, because he is fantastic. He sells me stuff. Granted, his prices are, oh, he charges me so much for things. And I am poor. The first few runs of the game, it is so hard getting money. So I have a feeling that he dislikes me during those first few runs because he's like, bitch, where your money at? And I'm just like, I'm sorry, Charon. I love you, but I don't have money. And I know you look like a zombie and you have smoke coming out of your mouth, but like, he's just one of my favorite characters. I can't help it. He is wonderful, and the fight with him is so hard. And it might just be because I'm bad at the game, which I will never say I am really good at any sort of video game. I'm passable at best. But I find his fight, even though it's basically just a bullet hell, I find it more difficult than the fight with Hades and the fight with like Theseus and Asterius. Then again, I find the fight with Asterius and Theseus even easier when he gets the chariot. So their fight, like once you know their tricks, it's really easy to win. They're just so predictable. Demeter acquaintances. I would love to hear the stories and get like wise advice from someone older and just like spend time with her. It would be like hanging out with grandma. Dionysus. Definitely short term. Definitely short term. He would leave so much trash around my house and not clean it up. He would be wonderful and like super positive and pleasant to be around the entire time he's present. But he would leave my house a war zone of garbage. So he would also invite strangers and other people over without consulting me, probably. So definitely not something I could put up with long term. Short term, definitely. Not long term. Dusa! Cuddle. It would be wonderful to just like hold Dusa in a cuddle because she's just so adorable. I love her. I don't know why anyone would dislike her. If you're scared of snakes, I can understand. But if you're not scared of snakes, she is adorable. The reason I put her in cuddle instead of higher, like even though she would clean my house, her snakes would bite me. And being bitten that many times is not something I'm into. Maybe. So we'll just put her in cuddle. Eurydice. Any woman that can garden is S tier for me. Because I can't do that shit. I am not good with plants. I can barely keep myself and my pets alive. Well, not barely. I keep my pets alive better than I keep myself alive. But plants, not good with plants. Eurydice, also a cook. She is amazing. She can also sing. Overall, she is a pleasant person to be around and would make the home feel a lot warmer and cozy. And it would just be nice. So, Hades, hell no. He is an abusive son of a bitch. So just know, even though he does see the error of his ways when we get to that point, hell no. No. Just no. The chef. No. Probably smells like fish, and I'm really not a big fan of fish. So, I'm sorry. No. Hermes. This one is also a little complicated because he would always be gone doing something. He would always want to actively do something. I'm not much of a hiker or a sports person. So living with him would be so stressful. Snuggling with him, he'd probably be one of those super early risers, a morning person. So that would be a nightmare. Cuddling, I could see him doing, but not for an entire like movie. He might be able to last half hour to 45 minutes if and only if he has not had caffeine. So thinking just friends. Because at the very least, a board game would be interesting enough and different enough that he would hopefully keep his attention on it. So just friends. Hypnos was made to snuggle. The incarnation of sleep itself. I mean, he comes with a blanket. Like what looks like a weighted blanket. It is perfect. He even comes with his own sleeping mask. Granted, he's not going to get anything done when you tell him to, which is why I wouldn't live with him. But he would be so much like, he would be such a soft boy to just snuggle up with and enjoy the warmth in like those cold nights. Meg. Meg could step on me, but long term, probably not my thing. So I'm going to go with Cuddle because I think she'd have her moments of vulnerability where she would want to be close to someone. And in those times, I would be happy to be there for her. But yeah, she's a bit too intense for me, personally. Nyx. Nyx is mommy. She would be so wonderful. She helps you out so much in the game. She is a person who has her shit together. Okay? She's the reason why we are even able to try to escape Hades. So she's supportive. She's everything you want your mom to be, but also really sexy and not related to you. So those are the two key points. Anyways, Orpheus. Orpheus, my darling. I am happy for Eurydice. She can keep him. He's not for me. And I'm not going to get too much in the details. It's just he's super skinny and he complains so much. I guess not really complains, but whines. And I'm very happy that I help him and I get him back with his love and they are adorable together and I love that they're together. I just would not want to be with him a lot of times. He would wear on me. He would definitely wear on me. Yep. He's a very pleasant person and he's very polite and nice. Again, he's not the type of person that I could be around more than a little bit at a time. Patroclus. Yes. I have no real reasons for this other than I love him and I love his design and I love how supportive he is. He is a little dour and like depressed, but he has good reason to be. He has very good reason to be. And once we actually help him out, he still calls us stranger. We're still not on a first name basis, but I can get behind it. I can see it as a form of, what is it? Endearment. Him calling us stranger. So I could definitely live with him because, again, he is a person who seems to have his stuff together. He seems to have it more together than Achilles does. Because honestly, Achilles, he's a mess. He's a bit messy. Persephone. Again, a woman who can garden. Not only that, but a super supportive mom figure. Yes, I am here for that. They would be a premium person to live with and cuddle with and just, I like being taken care of. I'm sure that says a lot about me that I don't necessarily want to confirm or deny, but that would be great. Hell no, Poseidon. Now, I appreciate his boons, and I appreciate all the treasure and stuff he gives me, but he's a little creepy for my taste. But that's just my personal opinion. Once I get to epic stuff, that's going to change a bit. But in this game, this is my rating for Poseidon on this tier list. Sisyphus, probably acquaintance. He is a super sweet boy in the game. I don't entirely know the story of Sisyphus other than he has to end up pushing a boulder up a mountain and it always rolls back down, so he has to continually push it, and that's his eternal punishment that he suffers through. But he always helps me out in the game, and he's a sweetheart, and he's best friends with Boldy. Like, and if Boldy approves of Sisyphus, it's like, yeah. I mean, I can't deny that Boldy has good character, like, judgment. Skelemius. How do I want to rank you? Because he would be super uncomfortable to cuddle or snuggle with. He would also probably be annoying to live with. But he would be fun. He would definitely be fun. So I could play games with him. Yeah. My shade. My supportive shade. The one who will not cave to peer pressure. Oh, I love you. Now, I'm just basing this on the fact that they have wonderful taste, but definitely cuddle at the very least. If I knew more about them and their personality, possibly higher. But with what I do know about them, cuddling is as far as I'm willing to go. Thanatos, yes. Just yes. I mean, he checks so many boxes. He's slightly passive-aggressive. Mind you, that's not something I should be into, but when it comes to fictional characters, it's something I'm into. Not in person. It's just I find the character appealing to see interacting with others. Because it's nice to actually see someone being passive-aggressive instead of like full-on aggressive or fully insulting, or just that little bit of vulnerability, really. But Thanatos, he's vulnerable. He would tell you what he feels. He will tell you he's upset. When he's upset, he wouldn't try to hide anything. He's just a sweetheart. And he is definitely like premium boyfriend material. Also, he has a cool scythe. Now, we gotta ignore the boy band haircut. I much preferred it when it was longer. But I mean, he still looks good. So. I wouldn't insult the volcano this way. Theseus can be shot into space directly into the sun. He has way too much ego. He is way too full of himself. That Asterius is too good for this man. Asterius is way too good. Theseus does not deserve Asterius. Again, personal opinions. He is, I guess, conventionally attractive. I don't see it, though. Tisiphone! Oh my goodness. Girl, where did I put you? Probably just a no. Because even though she does have more communication skills than Boldy, they're still quite limited, and most of them involve calling me murder or murderer. And I don't think I'd want to be called that in public very much. We do teach her how to say our name, but she still associates it with murder and such, so it would make going out for dinner difficult. Zagreus, the main character of the game, I mean, sweet boy, he fixes his family issues, he brings his family back together, he helps other people because he is just such a sweetheart and a good person. He's just amazing. I mean, the entire reason I played this game was because I saw him, he was hot, and I was like, yes. I'm going to be blatantly honest. I played this game because Zagreus is hot. And then it turns out all the characters are hot. So, bonus? Zeus. You know, with Zeus, I do know quite a bit about like Greek history involving Zeus, especially the fact that he just has a habit of causing more problems than he helps solve. Especially if those problems are having babies. So, hell no from me. And if I don't end up making another video, it's probably because the big three smited me. Because all three of them are in hell no. One of them lives there, so he might not smite me because he's at home. But I think the other two will be pretty upset. Yep. Anyways, I hope you enjoy listening to my opinions about these characters in my Smash or Pass list. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you like the video and such, go ahead and click that thumbs up. Click the subscribe button if you feel so inclined. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.